One day, for to hear them shout and pray, for to hear the preacher plow, the gospel plow. Hold on, keep your hand on the plow and hold right on. The preacher said, I must repent, so right down the aisle I went. Keep your hand on the plow. Journey now. Keep your hand on the plow and hold right on. Hold on. Keep your hand on the plow and hold right on. Hold right on. Hold on. Keep your hand on the plow and hold right on. Hold right on. Hold right on. Hold right on. Welcome everyone to the 10th episode of the Church of the Lost Souls, which is a place where people come to find direction. You could call us Sunday Soul Companion, but we'll get sued for that. Which I still might do in the fall. Who knows? Welcome to the Parkway Theater in South Minneapolis, everyone. My name is Billy McLaughlin. This is the 10th episode of the Church of the Lost Souls, and we've got an incredibly talented group of people that are on stage now, and we've got an incredible guest artist group coming up here a little bit later, but yeah, and that's what we do here every week. We're here for you. We're here to share music that might help you make sense of what's going on out there in the world. It's not easy lately. But music can bring people together, and that's in the end what we're hoping to do here at the Parkway every Sunday. We've got 2 more to go. We're a 12-week series, and we've got wonderful guest artists Annie Mack next week and Peter Mayer on the 2nd of May. So yeah, everything is kind of lining up to be absolutely perfect. And we might play some songs that you've never heard before. That's fine, right? As long as they're not too complicated. as long as something about them makes you want to sing along with us, whether you're here in person, and we've got a wonderful crowd here in person, spaced out and very safe, but all of you online, you can sing along with this song if you can get hip to it, which I can't imagine you wouldn't. But we'll make introductions as we go.
Winter is the oldest season, quietly beneath the snow. Seeds are stretching out and reaching, faithful as the morning glow. Carry nothing but you must towards the light. Let it go, shake off the dust. Lean in toward the light. Today is now, tomorrow better. Lean in toward the light. Keep on practicing resurrection. Lean in toward the light. Shadows of this world will say there's no hope, why try anyway? But every kindness, large and slight, shifts the balance toward the light. Waters ring open wide. Lean in toward the light. Don't just walk when you can fly. Lean in toward the light. Justice seems in short supply. Lean in toward the light. Let beauty be your truest guide. Lean in toward the light. Shadows of this world will say there's no hope, why try anyway? But every kindness, large or slight, shifts the balance toward the light. Prayer I pray at evening tide. Lean in toward the light. All left undone, put aside. Lean in toward the light. When forgiveness is hard to find. Lean in toward the light. Help me to at least be kind. Lean in toward the light. Lean in toward the light. Lean in toward the light. Lean in toward the light.
Got it?
Leaning toward the light. Wanna lean into the light.
You wanna
Lean in toward the light. Lean on me, lean on me.
lean in toward the light.
Lean in, lean in.
You gotta lean in toward the light.
Lean.
You gotta lean in toward the light. You gotta lean in toward the light.
Lean into the light. Lean into the light. Lean into the light. Lean into the light. Lean into the light. How about those vocals on Amy Courts over here? Yeah.
Let's make some introductions. Amy Courts on those wonderful improv vocals. Karen Paris at center stage right next to me. Tori Redpath today. So wonderful. And as usual on the bass, Dan Ristrom on the drums, Patrick Nelson. Billy O hiding out in the corner as usual. And we've got Nate Wilson, and Luke Enyard is back after his vacation to Florida. And I'm not going to hit him up to tell us what, well, I might later. Like what your favorite part of your vacation was. But he was off last week. The Church of the Lost Souls is a place for people to gather and feel comfortable with each other and to feel safe and to be masked. And I know I'm not at the moment, but I'm a good distance away from any of you. And we take it seriously here. We got ahead of the curve starting this whole thing. This is episode 10. So if you go back to February 14th, which was Valentine's Day, is when we started. That was much earlier than a lot of places in the Twin Cities or other parts of the country started trying to do live music and sharing it together. And we've just got a great venue to do that with. At this point, we are actively planning the October-November shows for this series. So, yeah. If you think that we were just going to be here taking care of you during the pandemic, forget that. I mean, we've been doing that too. It's our privilege. But it will be wonderful to come back together again in the fall. Oh boy.
What's that called?
It's called tuning.
Why do we do it?
Because we love you.
That's it.
These capos are so funny. You know, sometimes lately I feel like I've been suffocating on the very air that I breathe. And I'm taking a line from this next tune that we welcome Karen Paris to be the lead vocalist on this. And we're gonna touch on a piece of music that was written by Neil Young, and we don't think that it would be a good idea for me to be singing any Neil Young songs because of the vocal quality that would be part of that.
Under these circumstances.
Under these excellent circumstances, actually. So, we'd like to welcome, it's fun for us to do music, and we will be, The Young and the Rest is going to be playing on Mother's Day up in Marina and St. Croix. If you don't know about that hip venue, you should make sure to check in at simplegiftsmusic.net. It's not part of the Church of the Lost Souls. It's our own thing that we do up there. But we feature a lot of Neil Young music, and we like to hear the gals and what they do with his music because it's so beautiful. Here it is, Karen, Unknown Legend.
She used to work in a diner. Never saw a woman look finer. I used to order just to watch her walk across the floor. She grew up in a small town. Never put her roots down. Daddy always kept moving, so she did too. Somewhere on a desert highway, she rides a Harley Davidson. Her long blonde hair flying in the wind. She's been running half her life. The chrome and steel she rides, colliding with the very air she breathes. The air she breathes.
guitarist on lead vocals. Laura McKenzie, our wind-powered artist. Every week, she's here with us. And we made a promise to you guys back in February that we would be here for 12 weeks, and we're at week 10 now. And we're going to fulfill that promise again through next week and through the 2nd of May. And we hope that you will come and be here if you can. And if you have to tune in from, let's see, the places that I know about, New Jersey. Woo! Yeah. I love it when you tune in, Ron, and yes, everybody in New Jersey. And how about in Florida and Texas and everywhere? It's like Romper Room. I see Bobby and I see Tim and I see Joe. You know?
Nebraska. Yeah, you know?
Of course.
Yeah,
Wherever.
See? You just never know.
Wherever.
Yeah.
Alaska, of course. You can tune in from anywhere
Arizona,
with
Arkansas.
the Church of the Lost Souls, and we're here for you. And we made that promise, and we are going to be here 2 more weeks. So just know about that, and that each week there's a special guest spotlight artist, and we're so excited to have Turn 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 here today. And we'll talk more about Turn 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 and Adam and Barb and Savannah and yes. But let's segue now. We just did a Neil Young tune. Let's segue into a little bit of a Crosby, Stills, Nash moment, followed by who knows what could happen at the end of this song. That's how we like it. Because if you go to church and you're not surprised, then why do you go? Wait a minute. This isn't a church. This is a musical show. So if you go to a musical show and you're not surprised, well, you should be. But this is one of our favorite pieces. I'm going to start it off with Laura McKenzie on the whistle. Here we go. It's my show, you guys. I'm paying the bills. Let's do that again. Because there's something about that whistle that sounds a lot like
A whistle.
No. It's even more special to me. It sounds like Hobbiton.
Helplessly hoping her harlequin hovers nearby, awaiting a word, gasping at glimpses of gentle true spirit. He runs, wishing he could fly, only to trip at the sound of goodbye. Wordlessly watching, he waits by the window and wonders at the empty place inside. Heartlessly helping himself to her bad dreams, he worries. Did he hear a goodbye? Or even hello? They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, they are for each other. certain to tell you, confusion has its cost. Love isn't lying, it's loose in a lady who lingers, saying she is lost and choking on hello. They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, they are for each other.
Laura McKenzie, our wind-powered artist. How often do you come out of Crosby, Stills, Nash and find yourself in the middle of a Celtic moment? Not often. Yeah, well, we're just trying to bring something natural, something that's realistic, and something that maybe connects with you when we do this on Sundays. And you know, it's been a perplexing challenge of being ahead of the curve on getting people to come out, and we understand that, and also very perplexing for me to understand how to ask people to pitch in from the internet. I do not have a TikTok account. And you know what happened? You guys, they shut my public, Billy McLaughlin public Facebook page down.
You were censored.
And we don't know why. I didn't do anything. And my team, I have a great team. I want to give it up real quick for my team. Hannah and TJ and Larry and Victoria, my team, have done a great job, but still, they're going to pick on me. I think probably because we played an Eagles tune a couple weeks ago. I think that's what happened. I got shut down because we played an Eagles song. We'll try to get it back. And in the meantime, Church of the Lost Souls on Facebook is still there for you. And I think my YouTube account, although now that I'm talking about it, they're probably going to get me now for that too. Isn't that just like being a politician or something? Or just somebody who wants to share something that is uplifting and loving towards anyone and everyone, because we're all lost souls in a way. Maybe that's offensive to you. It's not meant to be. It's just saying that at times we have to find some direction, like I find anytime I get a chance to play this song with our special Church of the Lost Souls Chosen Ones band, the Chosen Ones. Tori is here to help fill in while Kathleen's gone, and God bless you for doing this. But let's do this little piece. It's called Angel Doves, and I think you'll get the point of it.
Blindsided and deceived and chained to the floor. When it's difficult to see the writing on the wall. It's hard for you to breathe. Keep a clear mind. When it's hard for you to be, just to be yourself sometimes.
Path, everyone. On a song called Angel Doves. And with that, Tori, thank you. Will you be back for the last song? Oh, yeah. Right on. With that, we'd love to actually make a move here. While I remind you again, we've got Annie Mac coming next week. And we've got Peter Mayer coming on May 2nd. It's a great pleasure and honor for me. I've been watching lots of careers around the Twin Cities, and there's people that have figured out how to collaborate and be parts of lots of different projects, and it's been fun for me to be able to reach out to and connect with this group. Adam Levy has been part of lots of incredible projects, but I think this might be my favorite one that I've ever heard you be part of, Adam. And it's with Savannah and Barb. They call themselves Turn Turn Turn. And they did do a live stream here from the Parkway back earlier in the year, but we hope that more people, new people, will get to know what they're doing and get familiar with their music. So please welcome everyone, Turn, Turn, Turn.
Thank you very much. It's good to be back at the Parkway. I think this is the third time we've played here. We played back in January of 2019, and then last June we did a streaming thing here. Funny thing, I was telling the other people in the band that we seem to play at the Parkway after a long absence. So I don't know how that works out, but I think the last show we played was October, November, December, something like that.
It's nice to actually have bodies in a room.
Yeah. I think we're good. So how many people have ever seen Turn, Turn, Turn before? I see some hands out there. Good. As some of you know, we put out an album last year. And we played a lot last summer, and we're hoping to play a lot this summer, too. We're also working on our second album, so we're going to try a couple new songs tonight. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, but we're going to do it.
And this is from the first record here, this one, and it's a song for lost souls. I include myself in that melange of people, but a song about asking us to kind of look deep for the truths and be honest with ourselves. And it seems kind of appropriate these days. Called Cold Hard Truth. 2, 1, 2, 3.
Not willing to commit. Think monks and nuns, they know a damn fool. Preoccupations are nothing but wasted dreams. Scars only heal by degrees. You think you got away, but you're not really free. Doing the least you can, fooling yourself again. But anyone with half a mind could read the signs and know that all the things we tell ourselves shield us from the cold. But anyone with half a mind could read the signs and know that all the things we tell ourselves shield us from the cold. Ah, true.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I wrote this last summer as it felt sort of like our cities were under siege from people who were not invited to be here. And people were talking about them as accelerationists, like these people are looking for trouble, they want to make things worse, and they're actually looking to start something that could set the country into a civil war. And I was just so upset by that, I ended up writing this song about those folks. It's called Acceleration Dreams. Doctor has arrived. She's keeping you alive. Machines and apple juice, acceleration dreams. Medication seems to work. A woman for your search, surviving your scorched earth. I'm grateful for your schemes, acceleration dreams. Information gleaned is gold. A girl cried roses, a boy cried wolf. Baby in the bathwater, pennies in the dirt. Glad you had your fun, but it's time to go. You're taking out guardrails, cautionary tales, consequences reaped, acceleration dreams, reading magazines in jail. Girl cried roses, this boy cried wolf. Baby in the bathwater, pennies in the dirt. Glad you had your fun, but it's time to go. I saw you in the church. The gods had left you in the lurch. had a million streams, acceleration dreams. Karma's catching up with you. A warrant for your search, surviving your scorched earth. I'm grateful for your schemes, acceleration dreams. Information gleaned is gold. Girl cried roses, boy cried wood. Baby in the bathwater, pennies in the dirt. Bet you had your fun, but it's time to go. Bet you had your fun, but it's time to go. Thanks.
Y'all are the first audience to hear that one.
Never played it for anyone before.
Yeah. This is another song, a new one. And Adam wrote this one too. What's this one about, Adam?
This is one just about keeping your head up when things are really crappy. Somebody was saying the expression, keep your powder dry, keep your powder dry. I always love that.
Yeah.
So that's what the chorus is all about, like, just don't give it all away.
And you're a military history buff, right?
I am.
So
I don't like war.
people don't know the origin of that
Right.
expression.
That's true. It is about people in the days of muskets keeping their
Kept your powder dry.
All right. I got to figure out this one. I always play it way too fast.
We don't like that. Bass players don't like that. Right?
How about that band? Billy, etc. Marvelous players and wonderful vocalists. All right, let's try to do this.
Let's try it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Carelessly it walks along. She's lost among her thoughts and found gambling tables and shirts of ill repute. She descends a spiral staircase into the abyss and tries to face her fears and find peace and gratitude. inexorable course of events are gifted to like fire from the gods. Keep your powder dry, dear, the moment is at hand. Careful not to wait too long, passes like the hourglass. Keep your powder dry, dear, the moment is at hand. Careful not to wait too long, passes like the hourglass is saying.
Thanks. I'd like to do that one all over again if I could. But I won't bother you about that.
If you come to one of our shows this summer, we'll definitely be
I'll get it
doing
right.
that song.
Well, I think we got time for one more here.
So this is the first song on our album, and also the name of the album, which is Can't Go Back, which we thought was very appropriate when we released it last year.
We cannot go back. Keep moving forward.
Sure can. I mean, I think when we recorded this, we had no idea that there was going to be a global pandemic and that we would have...
Massive social turbulence
Yeah.
and change.
What a year.
Well, here's to moving forward, right? Thanks for having us, Billy.
Yeah, thanks, Billy.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
My love, can we stay in? Can we lay in bed today? The world is gray. My love, I got nothing. Fools rush in while we watch the world burn down. Girl, we'll embrace while empires fall. Here under these Jackson Pollock sheets. We can't go back. We can't go back to the way we were before. My love, have you heard yet? Little bird said the wall went up. My love, necessary, 'cause they're scary and we're tough. We're so rough. Girl, we'll embrace while empires fall. Here under these Jackson Pollock sheets. We can't go back. We can't go back to the way we were before.
Thanks a lot.
Song could have gone for like 3 more minutes. Oh my goodness. Hey, give it up for Turn, Turn, Turn. Adam, Savannah, and Barb, thank you so much. And we're going to find out, I'm hoping that they'll be able to stick around a little bit at the end, and we can do a little Q&A and just chat with the audience, chat with people. It's called Talk to the People. That's what we used to call it back in the band days. And we'll find out what they have coming up and what they've got going on. And that was awesome.
Turn, turn,
Yeah.
turn.
Woo! Woo! Just trying to think if I can pull this off. Hang on a second.
Just watch them.
A time to be this, a time to be that, a time to be thin and a time to be fat, a time for stuff and then also that other stuff.
If
Adam,
you-
we need you.
Now, look,
Adam!
the point of that was a tribute to you guys. It was meant to be. Well, it's just such an epic piece of music, right? And actually, you know, scriptural too, in a incredible way. And that wasn't the scriptural accurate version of that piece, I don't think. But who was it? Was that the Birds or the Birds, right? Or the Hollies? Birds. It was Birds. The Birds. Well, look, that was completely unplanned, as you could tell, and we're comfortable doing that on Sundays here at the Church of the Lost Souls, because I told you, if you go to church and it's boring and you think it's gonna, this isn't church, by the way, it's a program, it's a show, but wherever you go on Sundays or Saturdays or whatever time, if you find a home here with us, we're gonna try to give you something that isn't gonna ever happen again. And this lineup, I'm just so excited and proud that this particular lineup came together today for this. And we wish Kathleen happy sailing with her COVID condition. And it's a tough deal. But it opens doors, and we have wonderful people that we can share with you that you've seen before. This is Tori's second time with us here, and so we're very excited about finishing up with this last song, which on the bass guitar, we'd love to feature on lead vocals on this next tune, although everyone's going to sing on this, but we'd love to feature on our last song a little something that would feature Dan Ristrom on the bass.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah, we're going to follow you not too slow.
There are stars in the southern sky, southward as you go. There is moonlight and moss in the trees down the seven bridges road. Now should go. There is a taste of time, sweet and honey, down the 7 bridges road.
All right, thanks everybody. Thanks for being here for the Church of the Lost Souls. Tori Redpath, Karen Paris, Amy Courts, Laura McKenzie, Billy O in the back, Dan Ristrom on the bass, Patrick Nelson on the drums, Nate Wilson on mandolin and fiddle, and Luke Enyart on the guitar. Happy to have him back.
And Billy McLaughlin, everyone.
Billy Mac.
We'd love to say goodbye to the band and thank them for their time today, and how we pull this together is pretty amazing. There's not a lot of time because of how things work with COVID and rehearsing. We try to pull it all together in a day, and it's a testament to the great artistry of these people. But if we could transition to a little quick Q&A, which is typical for us. If Adam and Barb and Savannah, if they want to come up, or if any of them want to, if 1 or 2 or 3, or I'll just do it myself. I'll take all your questions about them and answer them terribly. But this is a fun part of what we do on Sunday evening. It's a fun time. This is the unscripted part, where we get to find out a little bit more about how Turn 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 came together, how you found each other. Did you play in bands as kids together? Did you how did this all happen? That Turn 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 came together to be part of what you're doing now. Oh, and we get to sit down if we want.
Yay.
I like that.
I'll sit
too.
down.
Let's take a minute to sit down. That actually was my best guess, you guys, on the chords for Turn Turn Turn.
That was not bad.
He did better than we did.
You did better than we did.
It was pretty close.
Yeah, we've tried to play that one. And
It's a hard tune. It's a hard
tricky one.
tune.
Well, we started as a cover band,
Right.
and we just thought it would be cool to do favorite 60s and 70s close harmony, or some more modern things that have 2-3 part harmonies, and just sort of acoustic based trio stuff. And so we did that for a year and just kind of worked up material. And Barb at one point said, "Savannah, play an original." And I was just like dead set. I don't want to play any originals. I just want to do covers.
Wow.
And just sort of get away from what I usually do to do this with these 2 fine singers here. And so Savannah played a song, and people actually really dug it. And my wheels in my head started going like, I don't know, I've got songs. Maybe I've got a batch of material we could record that'd be original stuff. And then Savannah and Barb added, and we made a record. And I don't know, it's personally more fun playing that now than the covers, even though I love the covers that we play.
You didn't play any covers today, did
We
you?
did not.
So what a turn. Hey, thank you. I'm the moderator.
Well done.
I've got to do, I don't have writers for this kind of thing. I got to be like Jimmy Fallon by myself here. But no, it was all original music today, which really fit. And it was, it's timely, and it's difficult to try to tap into what's going on around here as well. But I thought you guys did a great job with that. So, yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. So who started first? Who started playing guitar when they were 4?
Oh, I don't know. I'm guessing. Well, I played guitar starting when I was 12, and my dad bought me, not knowing anything about guitars. My dad bought me, God bless his heart, bought me an acoustic guitar with a neck that was really bent.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I didn't know what a guitar was supposed to be like. So, unfortunately, I had a blind guitar teacher who didn't see the bend on my neck and never asked to play it. So I kept coming back week after week trying to play a C chord, and I just felt like a massive failure. And I don't know. Somebody bought me an electric guitar, one of my relatives, and then I finally learned I could actually figure things out.
Right on. I know how that works. If the guitar's no good, it's hard to feel successful as a student, and I work with my students that way. Well, so what are the other stories here within the group?
I actually started my musical adventure playing violin, and I was Suzuki trained, and so doing anything out of the book was really hard for me for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I had been writing songs for as long as I could talk, and started with ukulele, and then started playing guitar, and Adam was actually very encouraging. Like, he would throw guitar parts at me, and he's like, all right, learn them. Not like, can you play this, but play this, which is good. I learned well that way, so yeah.
So
That's how I started.
you weren't gigging really around town or anything until...
I was, yep.
Oh, you
yep,
were?
I was, yep.
So, okay.
And I played really safe chords.
Oh. What about, are you still playing violin professionally at all?
No, I pick it up every once in a while when one of my orchestra classmates ask me to play their weddings.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that,
Wedding
not so
gigs.
much.
Wedding gigs.
Wedding gigs, yep.
She's also you put a solo record out a couple of years ago, right?
Yep.
What's that called?
It's called Leo, and it's dark, sad, pretty folk. Yes, I love sad music. Yes.
Yes.
With Turn and Ecclesiastes and
Yeah.
Birds and David Crosby, why couldn't you play that one time?
There's a question that I have to repeat for the people that are listening online.
Yep.
So
Do it.
The question is, hey, with Turn, 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 the title of the group, and Ecclesiastes and all this, like, why could... Yeah, and the Birds and everything. What is the question? Will they ever play that song? Well, I want him to answer, Chris, but but the question was, okay, so the question was, is the song ever going to become a part of the group, maybe?
Well, we were going to title the record, We're Never Going to Play Turn, 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 but
That would be great.
we have tried it.
It was a little wordy.
We did try it, and it was kind of a train wreck. So it's not even as difficult as some of the things we've written ourselves, but we were just being lazy, and then I got to the point where it's like, well, I don't, that song kind of captures the vibe of parts of what we do, but there's this other great song by a band called Fairport Convention. It's a cover of Bob Dylan.
Oh yeah.
And it's a song called Percy's Song. In that, the chorus is turn, turn, turn into the wind.
Oh.
And we're going to play it at this Bob Dylan show. And I felt like that, in some ways, captures the threeness of this band more than that Bird song. So in some ways, you grab a name just because it evokes something. And like we love Laurel Canyon music from that era in the 60s and 70s. And
You have Joni Mitchell up there. You also have, the silver hair.
I was just going to ask,
Emmylou Harris?
how wonderful is it to have a great bass player in the trio?
so amazing.
And let's hear about her story.
So I started playing piano, actually, and I played piano for 4 years, and I washed out. Never loved to learn to read music. And then when I was a teenager, my gateway instrument to guitar was the tennis racket. And I think that's something Adam and I have in common, is we did a lot of air guitar back in the day. So I decided at some point I needed to actually learn to play the real instrument as opposed to just acting like I knew how to play it. So I played guitar. That was my first real instrument for about 10 years. And then as it happens, a lot of times there were too many guitar players in the band.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I know that one.
And so,
Right, Adam?
yeah,
Everybody knows that one.
Everybody. So then I switched to bass, and I was sort of a mediocre bass player for a few years, playing mostly alternative music, never really going outside of that genre. And then I put my bass down for 15 years, and I had one regret when I got older, and that was that I never really mastered the instrument. So when my daughter was 13, I called my friend Jim Anton, and I asked him to give me bass lessons. And I studied with him for 3 years, and people have heard this, it gets a little boring, but I played bass like a 16-year-old boy. So I was obsessed with playing bass 3 hours a day, every day, 5 hours on Saturday, 5 hours on Sunday for 3 years. And then Jim asked me to play with his friend Willie Murphy. And so Willie was like the best education, scared the bejesus out of me. Never knew what we were going to play until we got on stage. But it was a wonderful education. So I've been fortunate enough to play with a lot of different folks, and this group has turned into sort of my main group right now. Yeah.
Well, I'm crazy about you three. I don't know how you guys feel, but I think there's a lot of new people that have never heard you before, and they got to hear you today, and so we thank you for coming out, being part of the Church of the Lost Souls, which is a place where people go to find directions. If you come to the Church of the Lost Souls, you're looking for directions. And we all are over the next coming weeks, and we are putting our hearts and our hands and our community together to get through the next few weeks here together. And we just want to thank Turn, Turn, Turn one more time. Adam, Barb, and Savannah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for
Billy.
having
Thanks
us.
for having
We'll
us.
see you guys next week.